right, greetings. Thank you for joining us. All right, going to messages and then to the Q&A. All right, blessings. Here we go. Greetings to you. This is Archangel Michael. Of course, there's always many new energies, souls that are having trouble learning about themselves. Uh, as you know, the world is being heavily tested because they're not willing to open up their eyes. So, yes, darkness prevails until humanity is being aware of what is here. It ignores darkness. That's why it prevails. As more of you see it and you bring your light to it, then it releases from the earth or it balances itself. But with somebody ignoring it and wanting to live their life and just move around it so it stays here as long as humanity needs it at the level that it's at. So they're always evolving, but some devolve, others evolve. Or just a transformation you're going through for the earth. It just becomes more aware as you go into more of this higher dimensional state, at least on an individual level, meaning that as you individually go to a higher state of consciousness, you might leave a message or for someone else to see either through your lifetime or after your lifetime, or to find their own light whenever they are ready for it. Because many don't really realize it. They're not interested in it, or they just doesn't make any sense to them. So, blessings. Greetings. The Martians. There is, yes, a separation of human and animal at this time. Eventually, humans will be able to see more of their characteristics, how they're connected to animals. They're doing it already with health, with animal organs to prevail, realizing, yes, you can take an animal organ and use it for a human, more that becomes more clear as you're going more into this new age of enlightenment. Not that everything can be replaced by animals, but quite a lot of it can be. It also allows more of human to remember how connected you are to the different races that are here currently, which eventually, because for those on the third dimension, that's all they can understand. You talk about higher dimensional energies, you just lose them. Like we don't understand what that means. But on a physical level, they can understand it physically. It helps more of the higher dimensions. When whatever incarnation they're ready for that, it might be 10 down the line or 100. Because many just deny it, just they want to live the physical life as long as they can, at least in this level. And if they don't live it here, they live it somewhere else. Even many of you that are in an awakened state and higher vibration, we do feel like many of you will go back into a third dimensional state somewhere uh, and help it evolve in some form. You might not even be aware of your own spiritual connections. It's just, yeah, of course, surviving this is what matters most. So, blessings. Greetings to you. I am Ra. Greetings. Yes, there's a lot of soul transformations going on. Yes, there are. In a lot of ways, oh, yes, I am Ra from Egypt. But you're also going into a time of Egyptian awareness, spirituality, deciphering your reality as, yes, Atlantean energies was very alive then, but also went quiet. And now you're resurrecting a lot of those connections for the human to evolve back to its higher state, but not to forget what you have learned through all of this. The idea is to go into a higher state of consciousness and not to fall back into where you are now. I believe many of you are making sure that's not going to happen. But yes, there's going to be a lot more stronger foundations here. So that does not happen in the future. I'm always hopeful because there's no guarantee. There's no guarantee of anything, but also this third dimensional state is still has a lot of knowledge there. That's why it has not gone away. Even those of you that are connected more to higher frequency levels, there's still a lot of Akashic knowledge that's actually been buried here. I mean, you can like you have people going through was it archaeology, digging in the ground. Well, you can also do archaeology within other people. For like what are they connected to? What awakens you to your higher consciousness, and what are they connected to? They might not know, but you'll know. So they're all like walking relics of the past, not even realizing it. But that would change over time. So I'm here also to answer your questions.
Hello, blessings, Rod. Thank you for coming in. Welcome back. Yeah, it's funny how your message kind of correlates with why you're here today to help us see, even though we can't see, you can see it. For our
Mhm.
questions. Well,
Yes.
thank you again. First up this evening, we have Daria.
Hello there, Rob.
Thanks.
Greetings. I have a question about house because I'm
Please.
fixing my bathroom, and I'm kind of amateur to this stuff, but I'm kind of going for the gut feeling, and I think I quite did it all right. But it's about membrane drain cuff. It's probably not a thing you have in astral, but if you can tap in into the energetical field here and see if it's okay, or should I have another look at it, or just go? Will the bathroom be okay when I fix it?
Seems like it seems like it'll be. What is its function exactly?
It's just the function to stop water coming up from the drain. You have to put the membrane.
I believe it's fine.
Yeah.
It's kind of old, but it feels like it has 10 or 20 years or longer.
Okay, cool. I
I
will
don't
not
think it.
leave it here.
I don't think it'll be a problem.
Cool. Good, good.
Yeah.
Well, then my second question, do you have any messages for me personally, maybe?
You are. There are. It seems like there are souls you train for this world. Is what I see. You're very much in the future. It's another reason why you find this play is kind of not as exciting as you thought it would be being here. Um, well, it's like before you incarnate, it's like, oh, this is going to be a party, and then you get there, it's like, I'm not sure about this anymore.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like
Yeah.
the after party. That's kind
Yeah.
of interesting.
Oh yeah, I'm waiting for the after party. Is that what you're saying? I'm just here, like
Yeah.
on a death
Well,
road, actually, and
this
then
this
my
might
happy state comes after.
this might be the after party. Part of
No,
it. No, not
don't.
full. No.
I'm leaving treaty. Good.
But there are some that you've trained for this reality that you have not connected to yet. That's at least connected to a lot of the knowledge, meaning you don't really have a. I mean, just the way you see things, they see it the same. Not exactly, but in some ways. But you haven't run into him yet, from what I can see.
Hmm.
I believe you will in
Interest,
some point. Yeah.
interesting. Well, thank you
It's
for
like,
that.
well, it's like meeting somebody is like, what I'm getting is like, it's like, are you my kid? Obviously, it's not, person's not young, but 20 years or something. They feel like it's like some of your offspring.
Yeah,
That's what I'm getting.
cool. I'll
Yeah.
definitely look into that.
Yeah.
And
So
thank you.
I see three of them. I believe there's more, but three of them you might
All
interact with.
cool. I'll I'll check up on.
Yes.
Thank you. Bless.
Yeah, very cool. Up next, we've got Silver Claw.
Rings. Hmm. Is anybody there?
Oh, you may have technical difficulties, so once he messages back, we'll go back to him. So for the time being, we have Steven.
Hello, Ra.
Rings to you.
Greetings to you. How you doing?
And well.
Sweet, sweet. Thank you so much for being here. Much love to
Mhm.
you. I'm just wondering if you can tap into my history, just what you can bring through my Akashic records, the history here on Earth, Atlantean times, just what's gonna go currently, because with they talking about astral like contracts more like so I don't destroy stuff or whatever when become fully activated, whatever, which I'm not gonna do anyways. But I just wonder if you can tap into more, just what you can bring up in my history here, or what I'm gonna do in the future. Thank you.
Teach others about time travel, also understanding of nature. Uh, like you have these trees are very connected to the elephant collective. And one day that will become more clear. And they're connected to all the animals, but many of their big trees, like what they call it, a trunk. Like don't they call the root of a trunk? Well, doesn't that have an elephant term there? Just basically even more of your awakening too. So basically, there will be in some timeline. I'm not sure if that exactly is going to be this one, but there will be certain individuals that you'll connect to that maybe for a short time you'll have there to help activate them, and then they'll be on their way. It seems like it'll come and go. They might have already had that now. They're not showing, but I believe that's been going on. So I see it this time.
Sweet, sweet, awesome. Thank you. And if you could just, I'll just leave it open. Or actually, I've been doing a lot of stuff in Astro, like
Mm.
traveling a lot, doing different like missions. Seems like I'm doing missions after missions, and going to a certain house all the time, and traveling, and like doing almost the same thing I'm doing here, like security wise, going into certain locations and like protecting them in some way. Just what you can, just what you can bring in. Thank you.
Well, there is a lot of Martian energies. I believe you're protecting the Earth from a Martian invasion. I know that sounds a little strange, um, but I do see you as a shapeshifter, like a guard, for like an Andromedan ambassador or things like that, where you would kind of like being a chameleon. Like you look one way, then you can shapeshift and blend in with the crowds. Find somebody to see what you think is causing you, difficulties, and then shapeshift back to who you are. So I'll give you that. Blessings.
Sweet, thank you, blessings.
Okay, very nice. Up next, we've got Cymatics.
How you doing, Ron? Nice to meet you.
Yes, greetings to you.
I wanted to ask about my younger brother Seth and how we know each other in like other lives, parallel lives.
Well, Seth has been a feline being, but also you've been one that can talk to felines like a tiger, and actually it's like I have a tiger being walk right beside you without it trying to eat you. So that's that individual's connection. But yes, there's been other lifetimes also. But you have lifetimes that are similar. Well, in the jungles, and two of you have known each other in previous lifetimes. surviving the jungle, but living in the jungles peacefully in this world and other realities.
Were we related?
Yeah, sometimes, yes.
So,
Yes.
and then my second question is about my younger sister and how I know her.
She's a dragon being.
Yeah.
And you have been one trying to defeat her. I don't think you're always successful. Sometimes, not really. Yes and no. Every time you think you defeated her, she ends up causing more mayhem. Even as a dragon being, she's very materialistic, which is kind of interesting. Being a crystal sphinx, she always has to get attached to something, from what I can see. Maybe not always, but so two of you have butt heads a lot. We learned a lot from each other. So that's what I see there.
Thank you so much. Blessings.
Okay, blessings. Thank you. Up next, we've got Michael.
Greetings, Raw.
Rings.
Yeah, I have a Egyptian sleeve, and you're on it.
Yes.
But anyway, so I'm gonna try to make this as fast as possible. So Saturday night, we talked to deep space, and he was saying that I was like I didn't belong to a race, and it was blocked. And from what I know, is I was an angel from the Prime Creator, and then I found out more that I was an archangel from the Prime Creator. That was my beginning, and that's what I am. And I found out that I found out my name. I'm not going to say it, but I helped Archangel Michael. So if you could tell me, of course, like what did I help Archangel Michael do?
Well, I can see now, like, help create his sword. I believe that was before you became an actual archangel. You're basically a light being that gave it energy, and you take it to different realms to charge it up. And he had to go through a lot of tests. So you've been like a kind of like a spirit guide. I mean, I feel like you're teaching him how to fight. I mean, you're like an opponent that he had to fight to learn how to strengthen his abilities. Not that they were villains or anything, but more of like a just call it exercise.
Oh yeah.
I mean, even an incarnation when a person can be the villain is technically an exercise. Depends on how you look at it. So, but yeah, you're basically there to help him with his skills. And believe over time, when you became more connected to your angelic energies. But this is like very, very ancient.
And I am Micah, correct? That is my archangel name.
Yeah, as far as I know, yes.
Okay. Well, and my second question is tomorrow Ivan's going to help me learn how to channel, and that's well. Anyway, I want my dog Zoe to come through as the first person, first being to come through me. Do you feel that that's going to happen?
Yes, well, I've seen the energy of water. Maybe have some water with you, water to cleanse your energy field. Um, yeah, that will help.
Okay, so drink a lot of water.
Yeah, well, it doesn't have to be a lot, but just water.
Yeah.
You work with water astrally. There's a lot of knowledge in water. So it just seems to balance your energy field, what I can say. So like it helps you ground. Let's put it that way. Because like you can have like a small glass of water right next to you. That seems to make a big difference there. You can test
Oh,
it
really?
out.
Really?
Yeah. You can test it
I
out
will.
too.
I will do it.
Yeah. As long as you don't have any other toxins in your body. For your dog Zoe, I mean, of course she's there, but yeah, just do the best you can. She will be there though.
Okay.
So,
Well, thank you so much. Blessings.
blessings.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we got Silverclaw back.
Hello there.
Yes, greetings.
Greetings. My first question here is any comments or insights on my day to day with my clients? With my classmates?
It seems to be fine, as far as I can tell. There was conversation made. You felt more comfortable around them, it seems. I feel like you're also more of your intuition is getting stronger. Because part of you, it feels like you kind of shut your energy down a little bit when you're around other people. It seems you're allowing it more to open up a little bit more. You just feel more comfortable, if I can say, which is good.
Yeah, I think I did like a energy meditation earlier. That might have done
Yeah,
something.
things are getting stronger for you. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now you always had the power. It just you didn't always want to let it happen. So.
Correct. Yeah, my next question is just any messages for me.
Well, I do see energy you can connect with the sun, but realize you as a sun being, you can be very sensitive, as you know already. So a sun can shut itself down, which you do often. That's protect your energy field. You're not always sure who's around you, and you're just very because you can see things pretty clearly, as you know, maybe too clearly. Like you can know more about a person more than they can know, especially in your class. Some things you know instantly, and that can be a little bit much to pick up things that quickly. So, a message is just realize you have a lot of power with you that can be unleashed, but in a way where you just become more spiritually aware. You're just grounding yourself better, I see.
That's a fascinating message. Thank you so much.
Yes, blessings.
Hey, blessings. Thank you. Up next, we have Galacia.
Hello.
Yes, greetings to you.
Greetings. Speaking of water, and since that came up last time, this might be a little out there, but about maybe 6 years ago, I'm pretty sure you're familiar with Andrew Bartzis, but he had some call-in show, and he gave me like a quick little synopsis and basically told me that I was connected to a sort of octopus cephalopod species with like 40 arms and things like that. And because the water has been coming up recently, I'm bringing it up. And also because in the last year, I had a actual vision, which sometimes I'll just get it randomly where I actually see, my eyes are usually closed. It's at night. I'm going to bed. I'm not in the dream world, but it's like I'm viewing practically like a television set or something, or different beings. Like I could just see it, I guess, with my third eye. But all these octopus showed up. They were like orangey, goldish, and it was really interesting because they were dancing. They had like all these arms coming out and they were spinning, and then there was like one that was almost like giving birth, like shooting out a bunch of mini octopus, and then eventually all of them would go back into her, like almost like into a ship or something. But yeah, and then just last part, that I do these things with my hands too. Like recently when I'm channeling or doing my light language, I move my hands and my fingers in a way where it looks like I'm just typing in the air or something. So maybe that's also connected. But if anything's coming through with that.
Well, yeah, it's the Octopus Collective. Now, I don't believe you take that form very often. Maybe in astral, to connect, of course, in higher realms, you'd be surprised how many realms where everyone's an animal or a fish being, or you don't see humans anywhere. So, but yes, you're connected more to your power. So yes, octopuses, yeah, they have like a keen third eye. Yeah, they just tap into like realities is what you're doing. Interesting though, I do see you in some reality where you're walking around with an actual octopus as like people have a cat. You have actually an octopus. So yeah, that's I guess
Yeah, last time Last time you told me that I was releasing and stuff some energies of mermaids and things. And funny enough, the last literally few weeks, I don't know what possessed me, but I went and bought a bunch of fish tank things and put them all around my bathtub. So I've got like glow in the dark plants so it's kind of funny.
Well, yeah, there are Syrian worlds where you lived underwater, even as a human, but everything is bright,
Yeah.
like you can do here on your world. You can kind of imitate some of that.
Yeah, that's where I feel the best, almost like violet waters or something. And like everything will be kind of glowy, but not as non-organic as it is here. Like Avatar-ish, but not quite. Yeah.
It's a lot of soul healing. Well, you're connecting this because you're allowing more of that vibration to come in.
Yeah, a lot of psychic stuff opened up in the last stuff. Okay. And my second question, I'm like debating between these two, but I'll ask about my health. If anything, you could scan my body and see if there's anything.
I don't see any attachments or anything like that. Anxiety, sometimes you feel like you're having maybe an anxiety attack sometimes.
Yeah, I used to get panic attacks, but not now. It's just like regular anxiety sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes well, at least I feel it kind of goes into that attack mode in some regard. I always worry. Well, it might not be your worry, it might be the worry of others. I do feel like I believe just your empathic ability is picking up a lot from other people at times.
Yeah.
And that's making it difficult being here. And that is the thing about being an octopus being. You feel too much.
Yeah, I could feel everything. But with the anxiety, if I could ask, because one of the things that you told me was in the little short 5 minutes is that I had some Spain connections where, and a lot of them where I had to learn how to protect myself there. But what happened in my life, I was in Barcelona, and this was, I can't remember, like 7-8 years ago, maybe 9, and literally out of nowhere, I had like, before that I knew what anxiety was, but this was like, I just wondering if you could pick up if it was an attack, because from there I had an anxiety attack to the point where it completely changed my life for 2 years. Like I became agoraphobic. I couldn't, like, it was a panic attack to the point where, and it came just me standing in the street from being fine to being I don't know what's happening. The world is like, why there?
The first thing we're picking up on that, there might be more to this, but I feel like you got stabbed in the street. I feel like you're getting robbed. I believe there's more to it than that, but I believe it was like a trusted friend or something like that was involved with it. So it feels like you're very connected also. I'm not going into full details. I'm not getting it, but I just see a stabbing in the stomach in the street, and you feel like you had nothing after that. It feels like there's a lot of betrayal around you. Yeah. Not that you're a criminal or anything like that. I feel like you were actually, things were going well. I feel like you got backstabbed by somebody you know, like a brother or something like that. So, but I feel like
a lot of that.
Feels like you're left dying on the street though. So, and it wasn't like a scary place where you were either. It was just out in the open.
That's what it was. Yeah, it was just the craziest thing.
And it just happened out of nowhere. At least that's what we're saying. And then that's what happened. So you have to dive into that if you can.
Okay. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Blessings.
Okay, thank you for that. Up next, we've got Tristan.
Greetings.
Greetings to you.
My first question is just is about when I kind of think about the world, or I'm trying to connect myself. I have these days this impression of this whole world and surrounded with all the insects. That's what I seem to connect to. I have this vision of the whole planet, just the surface filled with insects. Why am I getting that such a strong connection when in fact I don't generally like insects, but I mean they're wonderful. But
the energy, what we pay is a lot of energy is coming from Orion. So think of like it's getting downloads from another place. And insects can be very if they want something, they do it.
Mm-hmm.
And they're everywhere, sort of. And I just feel like you're tapping into their intentions. Now, there's positive intentions there, but also there's not always the most positive, and they're difficult to detect. A lot of times they're just hidden for various reasons. So you're connected to, I believe you're connected to the realms, the hidden realms here, the manipulations on the planet. Now, it's not all manipulation. There's good there too.
Mm.
Mhm. They're not going into full detail, but it's the agendas that are going on here. Meaning, like
Okay.
a being, think like an alien being can take an insight and program it and send it to your world.
Oh, interesting.
Procreate and do their thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's a good uh,
Yeah.
thing to think about. Okay. Yep. Good. Okay. And second is just general. How are things for me in astral, or what I'm up to, or messages, or things like that? What's going on in my life that I don't know about?
Well, it sounds like you're talking to a lot of individuals, those that are, I feel like it's a male energy, relationship energies, but also see you with kids. Actually, several kids,
Mm-hmm.
astrally. You also do have an Egyptian connection. Uh,
Oh.
yes, they're not going the full. You had to do a lot to do with like health, like a health administrator. You know,
Okay.
seems like someone that knew about diseases and things like that. Well, you're kind of like a shaman, even in Egyptian times, in this reality.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and
Okay.
we're very connected to plant medicine. So
Okay.
yeah, you can cure certain diseases, maybe not everything, but certain ones. So you
Oh,
just
cool.
knew how the plants worked.
Well, that's long gone, but good. Okay.
Yeah. Well, you
Well,
might
thank
look
you.
at plants a little bit differently, possibly.
Yeah, that helps.
That's all.
Yep, great.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Blessings.
Okay, blessings. Thank you. Up next, we've got Yuli.
Greetings. Hi. My question, well, one of the things that is been like on my head this week is that I lost my job over a year ago, and which was a blessing because I have time to take care of myself, take care of my kids, my house. Was something that I always wanted to do. I kind of I kind of got time to see my relationships, how they were not good. I kind of fixed some of them, and I enjoy being at home, and I've been provide. But I feel like I'm getting into the point that I have to find a job, and I really don't want to. Well, it's not like I don't want to work. I just want to do something meaningful, something that makes me happy and makes me feel expanded. So I don't know if it's any guidance about that.
Well, it's going to take. Well, realize a regular job, even if you don't, it's not something that you want to do. You can always get something out of it.
I know. Yeah.
So it's just something that, yeah, you're kind of being pushed in that direction to out of your comfort zone and to
Yeah.
something. Well, the idea is for who you can connect with at that job. Now, think about it that way. Like you're working with others. How can you influence them in a positive way? Yeah, they might test you, but also it's what you bring back to them.
I know.
So
Yeah.
it's about the people. So it's really like there's people out there that need you, it seems.
Yeah, because when I used to work, people used to really like me because I used to be
Yeah.
like, when one time you told me I was a peacemaker, and
Yeah.
we have these conversations,
Yes.
and people really got to appreciate me.
Yes.
And,
Exactly. Yeah.
and you can change somebody's day just to say something kind and
Yeah.
nice.
Mhm.
But since, like, I'm being like, yeah, I suffer a lot of anxiety. So I feel like that's one of the, and not obviously the chronic pain, but I don't let that stop me. I'm
Yes.
trying to like push myself to do whatever I decide that I came to do here. So but I see why. I
But
understand that.
well, the job. I mean, yeah, they're going to wherever you go is going to be testing you. We do see customer service, but that's entirely up to you.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm thinking. I say, I don't want to do customer service anymore, but I feel like
Yeah.
everything is pushing me to that direction because that's
Yeah.
when you get to talk to people, a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you for that. My next question is, I feel one of my biggest and most the job that I love to do is taking care of my kids. Like, I feel that I've been trying to teach them everything that I have learned over these years, and I'm just obviously as a mother, I love them a lot, and I know they are growing up to be strong, kind people. Most of they have challenges, but with this love, I'm help them a lot. But I always seem to feel this worry, this worry about them, and I don't know if it's any guidance about it. Obviously,
Well,
that's a
yeah,
big thing.
because your energy is very connected to them, so there's always going to be a certain type of work because you're like a kind of like a guardian angel to them at this time. It seems.
Yes, I think I
So
am.
yeah, you give your energy away to the loved ones a lot, as you know. Well, because you
Yeah,
care. And of
yeah,
course, that's why I believe that's why you had to leave the job that you did, so you can integrate your energy, remove those that you're not needing, and those that need you and you need them. You integrate with them more. So the worry, I believe, is justified
hmm
because there is some things going on there. It seems,
yeah.
but
It's a
not.
lot going on, especially with my oldest daughter.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
my 5-year-old started like kindergarten recently, and knowing what I know, obviously knowing about school
Yeah.
system and everything else, like I just want to keep her, you know,
Well,
as
it.
much as she can be, pure and happy.
Yes. Well, if you have something you have to say to her, say it because it feels like the more you. I mean, unless you feel like you need to hold back, sometimes there's a reason for that.
Well, yeah, we have a lot of conversations. We talk. I mean, I'm trying to teach them. We talk about everything. It's
Yeah.
nothing that we cannot talk about. But yeah, it's just this concern and things like
Yeah.
that. But
Yes. So
yeah.
just. Well, I feel like the biggest thing is just speak your mind.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Okay.
even if it makes her mad, you got to do it. It's
Yeah.
for the better.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
All right.
Blessings.
Blessings.
Yeah, thank you. Up next, we have Ava.
Hi. I've been struggling with my finances lately. Can you tell me anything about it?
Well, it's old energies that you're releasing. You're releasing old belief systems. So it feels like family you're releasing. It just feels like it's on an energy level, it's family. So you can do a mantra or some kind of just basically releasing old belief systems. And eventually your money system will improve. It just feels like you're transitioning is what I see to more higher frequency. Learning how
Oh,
to manifest better.
okay, cool. Do I have any psychic attacks or attachments?
I feel like family members have attacked you in the past. I don't see much more as friends. I just feel family members that have an agenda want you to go by what they want. I don't know who that is. Um, Other than no, you just a lot of low energies around you. That's all. It
Yeah,
just,
the family totally makes sense.
but the future doesn't look bright. But really, you put in your intention to just cut cords with your family, all that darkness. Just, I think you've done this, but keep doing it. And anything that comes to mind that you need to release, father energy, he has a lot of mind control around him. Ways he can try to do that with you and releasing that. And then eventually it's just their anxiety. It's hard for you to focus on your financial when you have their energy still coming at you. I feel like it's very vicious, at least from my point of view.
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, thank you so much.
Blessings. But not to worry though.
Okay, thank you. Blessings. Up next, we've got Susan.
Good evening, Ra. Thank you for joining us this evening.
Thank you. Yes.
I wondered if I have any Egyptian connections.
Yes, a lot of them are blocked, but because you're dealing with a lot here. But yes, you had like kind of
Leave
a
it alone. Leave him
sort.
alone. I need to hang him up.
No, talking to somebody. You have sorcery energy in your Egyptian past. Powerful magic. Actually dealt with magic a lot in your past. A lot. And you also had very strong connection to gold. Um, just yeah, you're very good at hypnotism.
Oh.
Realize in Egypt they're just doing things they probably should not have been doing. There was a lot of that going on. So yeah, you learned a lot of good stuff and a lot of stuff you used here, it seems. So, but I feel like you're clearing a lot of that out.
Ah, good.
Yeah, don't worry. Yeah, just connect to the positive. It's all good.
So what do you see me doing now to help people wake up?
Well, it matters now is your own energy field of what makes you happy. You need to write a book or your research or research more. The more that you do, yeah, I do feel a book, but that's up to you. You have the capabilities of doing that, though. That's entirely up to you. I'm not sure if you're thinking about that.
I do like to work with children.
Yeah. Or I do see like it's material. Like I feel like you'll have, yeah, you can like even like a children's book, something basic. Something I just feel like you will have materials to awaken others. So yeah.
Okay.
I'm not sure that's helpful at all, but
yes.
But to awaken others, if keep seeing in book form, at least that's what I pick up on. But it can be for kids. It can be very short. It doesn't have to be that long.
Yeah. Thank you. Blessings.
Yeah, very interesting. I've been thinking about a children's book as a way to introduce people, not just children, but the parents that read the book to their children as well.
Right.
Very interesting. All right. Thank you for that. Up next, we've got Brian.
Greetings, Ra.
Greetings to you.
Nice to talk to you. So for my first question, I've always had a strong connection with Egypt, and I often have Egyptian-like structures and pillars appearing in my dreams. Could you tell me more about my connection to the Egyptian gods, such as yourself?
Well, yes, you did a lot of worshiping in your past, but also you were actually channeling their energies. It seemed like you followed the messages that were brought in from the gods. I feel like it helps you out with health, and I feel like in a lifetime you had several lifetimes in Egypt, but a lot of times we avoided going through a lot of the challenges. You had challenges, but not like others went through. I do see like a prosperous life. Now, it doesn't mean it always came from you can't get positive messages from the gods, but it feels like you connected more to that because the gods are spirit beings, angels, God.
Yeah.
But you felt you had a lifetime there where you had a lot of wealth. Maybe not too rich, but you had a prosperous life. While others were suffering and all that, of course, you gave back, but you found a way of not to get pulled into those situations.
Okay, interesting. I'll have to try and tap into those a bit more. So for my second question, are there any skills that I should either start developing or continue to develop that will become important for me to utilize in the future?
Well, I do see writing, maybe channeled writing, text. That's up to you.
Okay.
I do see a form of writing that will work with you. You can fill that out however you want. You don't have to utilize it now. Even I also do see you in an advanced meditation or astral travel, as some might call it. We connect when you're ready to do so. I don't believe that's fully necessary right now.
Okay. Is it like still kind of locked off?
Well, it feels like you're slowly building up to it. Now you can just like you go into like a short meditation, how far can you go?
Okay.
And just see what shows up. Put your intentions to what you want to connect with also.
Okay. Thank you very much.
So, yes,
Much love. Blessings.
Okay, blessings. Thank you. Up next, we've got Catalin.
Hello. Thank you for being here.
Yes, it's your connection's a little bit broken up. Yes, guess we can make it out.
Can you hear me now?
Maybe
Yes.
a filter.
I didn't hear you.
If you got a filter on your background, it caused the same thing last week.
Let's go with the next one and I'll come afterwards.
Yes.
All right. As he sorts out his technical issues, we'll come back to Catalin. And for the time being, we'll move on to Karam.
Hi there, Ra.
Yes, greetings.
Greetings and blessings. Do you have a message towards my advancement, please?
Well, I do see you removing a lot of blockages. You allow more of your higher self energies to get stronger with you. You do have a connection to golden realms, golden timelines. We haven't quite utilized them yet. Part of you doesn't feel like you deserve a more positive life as you figure things out currently. But you are figuring, yeah, it's like you don't want to jump to the next timeline too fast. Feels like you want to, because if you do, you won't learn a lesson. You want to learn every lesson you need to learn now.
I see. Dang. Because I still haven't gone past that main thing yet. They don't want me to manifest too much. I see.
Well, you will. Well, you can think about that. What do you need to clear so you can go to the next level?
Yeah, it's more, yeah, it's very obvious. It's just I keep running my head into a wall on that, but all right.
But realize you can go to the next level.
I can.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that helps a lot.
Yeah, just don't feel like you're gonna be stuck here forever. Don't think that way.
Okay, good.
You are evolving. Yes, just you're going about it. You're taking your time with it. That's all.
Okay. I feel like that's most of my efforts should be around that. So thank you so much for that. But at the same time, what about the dark magic stuff that I'm still trapped in? Should I ask you more details about the exact because if I learn exactly the technicalities, maybe I have a better strategy to approach that.
Well, you had a lifetime where you enjoyed it more than anything. It's like driving in a car really fast.
Enjoyed what? Sorry.
Enjoyed magic, black magic. Did you hear me?
Yeah, but specifically on the stuff that was used on me.
Oh, the stuff that was used on you? A gypsy energy, a female gypsy. I believe one that you turned down her affection towards you.
In this lifetime, I mean.
I can see it in this lifetime also.
Huh.
In this lifetime, one moment. It goes to more reptilian.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Reptilian assault. Basically, they want you back in their team. Well, they want you to, from what I can see, they wanted you to become a black magician or something like that.
Yeah, actually, yeah. They did try to even get me recently to trick me into thinking I wanted that, actually.
Yeah.
How would I face that the most, not aggressive way, but the best way? Can I
Well, think about it as like how they're trying to pull in certain people to be a celebrity. And that's what they wanted for you. To put into more dark arts and more, manipulations and things like that. So how to heal from that?
It's just healing myself. Is that always the damn thing?
Well, not always. Just keep exploring your abilities.
Right.
That's the main thing. Just don't be so hard on yourself. A lot of times you're pretty hard on yourself.
True. Any specific abilities?
Well, there is channeling ability. It does exist. You just have to allow it to continue with yourself. Let it keep exploring. Just continue to explore whenever you want to. When you feel like you need to do so. When you enjoy it.
Okay, I'll meditate on that for sure. Thank you so much.
Yeah. All right. Blessings.
Blessings.
Okay, blessings. Sorry about that confusion there. Up next, we'll go back to Catalin.
Yes, hello. My boss is pretty like 7 years old, and he's still carrying his business. And my question is, how long does he intend to keep up his business?
I feel like a couple more years. I'm only getting part of your message, but a couple more years. It's not going to go anywhere soon. It'll still be around.
Yeah, because I see he likes it and he feeds on it. He likes it.
Yes.
Yeah. Are you the same person, Ra from Egypt?
Yes.
And is the same Ra, the Ra, the sun?
The sun god. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So I think we talked before.
I believe so. It's been some time though.
Yeah, I took some of your advice, and it was very, very good, and I practice it. We talk about the difference between sensing and feeling, and you mentioned about try to go more into feeling, and I'm doing this, and it's accelerating actually my healing, a lot of stuff. I start to experience quite hard ascension symptoms. And is this going to be like normal symptoms in the future?
Yes, we believe so. Yes. That'd be normal symptoms, yes.
Can you maybe point one towards my weaknesses so I can work on them?
Well, your diet health is helping you a lot. The diet that you're on is helping out your energy field. Only thing that's really holding you back is just sometimes you're not always feeling encouraged. You don't feel driven sometimes. You don't always feel like you have abilities. Sometimes, you do, but you're not always believing in them. There's some of the spiritual connections are they're still getting used to it. At least from what I can see.
Yeah, but I think in spirituality, everything comes with awareness. It's just a gift like this. I'm not interested. I mean, they might come. I don't mind. Thank you, God, for gifts because I see they help you, and it actually helps your awareness in time.
Yes.
But I'm not looking to I want this. I just want to be self-aware and so I can with self-awareness you can call anything you want as an accept.
Yes. You also have abilities that you do get rid of too. You do clear them out for higher talents, it seems.
Can you repeat that?
Yeah, you do clear out some of your old talents, your old abilities, meaning you upgrade yourself. Maybe not a lot, but you do upgrade yourself.
Yeah. I don't want to rush it because if it's too rushed, it doesn't make sense. It gets me busy. It doesn't make sense.
Exactly.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Yes. Blessings.
Okay, blessings. Thank you for that. Regardless of the technical difficulties, we made it through it. All right. Up next, we've got Christy.
Hayden wants to ask a question first. Go ahead.
Hi, Ivan. How are you? I'm doing good.
Any messages?
Any message for me from Ivan? Any grace?
And particularly about what he's been doing, because he's had insomnia lately.
Well, it has a lot. The insomnia has a lot to do with what's going on with the Earth. He's part. Yeah, there's a lot of reptilian energies going on. What people are giving into their fears, the reptilian energies are feeding off of that. There's also feels like there's a Yael being. Some energies within them are always positive, at least with some of their part of their race. So it's been hard for him to go into astral. Astral's been very intense recently. So he hasn't. He just doesn't want to go into astral. I believe that will improve, but he has to wait for this thing to calm down first. That has a lot to do with the government and how they're manipulating society.
Oh, I see. So he can go when the energy is higher.
Yes, I mean part of him does go, but not. He just doesn't go into it in his sleep state. So he's still kind of there, but he's not. Because he doesn't want to get attacked, it feels like.
To protect his energy and everything too.
He doesn't want to get. So he's shielding himself.
Yeah. I was wondering if he was needing some kind of vitamins or anything, but then he started eating more today because he wasn't eating and sleeping. And then today he started eating more, and hopefully he'll sleep tonight because he stayed awake all last night and today.
Yeah, it seems to be okay. When he doesn't eat, he's okay. It's just, it's possible. We'll send him some energies.
Yeah, I think his energy gets kind of low, and his mood and stuff gets. He probably likes to be able to leave during sleep time, and probably gets cranky having to stay all the time.
Well, also as a gray, he's not used to sleeping that much.
That's yeah. I have to give him melatonin, and I've given him even more than usual, and it's like it doesn't even touch him, So something was preventing him from leaving, So he was preventing himself.
Yeah, for his protection.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So my second question. So I was wondering about the Jupiter's moon, the Ganymede, about going to visit the mothership of the Intergalactic Confederation. I had watched a video today, and she was talking about that, and I was thinking, I thought of me talking with the mantis, and I thought that might have been where that was. So I didn't know if that was what was going on there.
Well, another aspect of you is there. It feels like the other aspect of you contacted you to find that person to begin with. So yeah, it's another part of your evolution. Yeah, it feels like some of it's connected to Alpha Centauri, at least that's the vibe I'm getting. And there's space stations there. There is some mantis there. I feel it's mostly grays. There's other beings there, but a lot of them are grays.
Yeah, because that's what I usually connect with, the mantis and the grays the most, or the either tall grays or, the Patel that Alex Collier talks about, the Patel race. I was feeling like I was connected with them a lot.
Well, that's one of your original races, one of them. You do have some of their DNA. Very small, like less than 1%. But a lot of your brain function is similar to them, how they think.
Oh, yeah?
And mostly it's about family and protecting family. They also have the ability to make their family, cloak their family to be hidden if there's danger.
I feel like I have hybrid kids or something with them or something like that.
Yeah, so 3 of them. It feels maybe there's more, but it feels 3.
3.
Well, it
Yeah.
feels like they're growing up though. Well, I can pick up on.
Yeah. So I
They're
could
adult.
contact them and they could assist me here with anything.
Yes.
Okay. Since they're 12 dimension, they can still communicate telepathically anyways with me because they have my DNA.
Yes. Correct. Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much for your help.
Blessings.
Blessings.
Okay, very cool. Thank you. Up next, we've got Liz.
Hello.
Where you see them?
Greetings. So my husband and I decided we are moving, and we are already buying a house and selling this one, going to Ohio. What do you see there in Ohio, Pat?
They'd be like, Ohio is calling you.
Ohio is calling.
Well, it feels like you've had enough of the West Coast, and it's not really giving you what you thought it would. But it accomplished what you needed to accomplish there. But
good.
Ohio has a lot of reptilian energy, just to let you know.
Yes.
You're not out of the woods yet.
Not good here. I don't like
But
it.
it feels like you'll feel better. It's still not exactly the most positive energy there, but it's decent. You'll make it decent. Plants are helpful.
In Ohio?
Yes.
Yeah, lots of plants there. I buying this property has a lot of woods there.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that'll help.
In a large backyard for the dogs too. Very large.
Yeah, so I feel like you can create an energy bubble, you could say. Protect your energy. Yeah, it should be fine.
Right.
But yes, it does feel like that's where you need to be at this time. I believe that was out of nowhere.
I don't know where yet.
It was just last minute.
Oh, here we come.
Yeah, it was that was not on your plan at all.
No.
But Ohio needs you more than you need Ohio. I don't think you need Ohio.
No. Well, it's near Philadelphia. It's like a German town over there.
Well, yeah, I believe Philadelphia is more of a reason why you're there. Because
it's very close to Philadelphia border, with Ohio-Philadelphia border.
Yeah, because Philadelphia is part of the founding of the United States. Always a form of it, and that's where a lot of the trouble on their planet. You're not USA. That's where a lot of trouble is coming from.
Started there, huh?
Yeah, a lot of the elites are still there.
Yeah.
And you'll feel it. Some of them, and also like South Carolina, some of them went there. Wherever Charlotte is, wherever that is, they went there too. But yeah, I believe they're there because of Philadelphia, though.
Good. So. Oh, I guess time to go.
Well, it seems it has to do with. I feel like it is government related, though. That's why you're there.
Yeah, I just we were not sure. We just felt I had to move, and then a month ago, and so now it's certain.
Yeah.
It's time to go. So, and Mark is also going to change companies.
Yeah, it would be more positive there.
Smaller company, pretty good.
Well, it feels like they got kind of bored where is that anyway. Yes, go ahead.
Is there any message for us?
Oh, just the moving will be you haven't moved yet, right? No.
No, we just starting the contracts for selling, buying.
Yeah, the moving will be kind of a pain, as it is always.
10 days.
It'll be obviously a couple months for you to settle in, and that's going to be the hard part, just getting used to the place. Other than that, yeah, just settling in. Some energies there you probably won't like at all. What we're feeling, you'll feel like
in the house or in the community there.
Ohio in general. It just feels like there's a lot of insectoid energies there. When we connect to it, I feel like a very large spider.
A large spider?
Yeah, like people have visions of spiders, like giant ones, like you have in some of your movies.
Like
Yeah.
AI or insectoid?
It can be AI. It's both, but a lot of it's insectoid. Yeah. It doesn't have exactly the best intention. So
What's the best way to deal with it?
you'll know when you get there. I won't worry about it. Well, you feel the mindset, how people are thinking, the programming. That's what it has something to do with.
Very rural over there. Like the houses are very far apart.
Yeah. Well, where you are is good. Yeah. But in the city, it's more, as you know, the city is not a good energy. But where you are, it should be fine.
Yeah, it's one of the first colonies there, actually, a German town.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and that energy hasn't been cleared yet either, from what I'm saying. Not
We're
fully.
there to clear the energy in 1790.
Yeah, I don't think it's been cleared since then. Yeah.
Wow.
But it'll be okay. I mean, where you're living will be fine, but Ohio as a state, energy is not, it's nothing to worry about, but
Yes, because I think it's one of the states that have to be cleared there and Philadelphia, right?
Philadelphia mostly. Philadelphia's worse.
Where here we come.
I don't know if Philadelphia can be cleared. It's almost like London. Very similar to that. All right. All right.
Thank you.
Hey, blessings. Thank you. Up next, we've got James.
Hello.
Yes, greetings.
It's interesting they brought up Philadelphia and London. I feel connected to those places. Can you tell me more about that?
Oh, well, yeah, you're there. I see you as it feels like a German soldier, but I believe you're English, though. It feels like you're a part of at least an aspect of you was part of the English settlers. Yeah. German, English. I believe, yeah, you became American. Yeah. The Tea Party and all of that. Yeah, you're one of the earliest settlers, definitely. Maybe not on the first ship, but several down the line. It feels like you came from Germany, though, is the vibe I'm getting from. You're English, but the German energy is just very strong. So, you built your own house, I think, somewhere. It wasn't a complicated house, trust me.
Oh, is it related to my wives in Switzerland?
Broke up.
Part. The German part related to my Switzerland lives?
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, you can say you've always been kind of connected to Switzerland in some form. But also Diana is connected to Switzerland too. And you didn't know Diana in another life when she wasn't Diana, obviously, but her soul. Yeah, you know in her early times here, definitely. But you're kind of like not exactly like a knight, but you had like chivalry. You were very respectable to others. We definitely was a Switzerland, and so did she. I feel like around 1800s, another aspect of you, or you have some connection there. Actually, 1718s. Yeah.
Okay, can you tell me more about my connections to yourself?
The sun god energies. Something to do with the scrolls. You wrote a lot of the texts down about ancient gods. I believe you went against a lot of the raw teachings because you saw the corruption that was connected to it. This is early Egypt, where basically the pharaohs were just using the gods to control people now, and you just kept distance from all that. So but a connection is mostly in Sirius. Pyramid energies, building pyramids, and Sirius. A lot of pyramids are actually built underwater, actually. There.
Okay, thank you. Blessings. Up next, we've got Annie.
Hi, greetings. I was wondering what my connection was with you, Ra, because I'm not sure, but I think I saw you during my QHHT session that I did, that I had done to me, and I didn't realize who it was until I did my research. So I was wondering if that was you, Ra,
Yeah,
that
you
was
saw
there.
me in actual human form during that time.
Okay,
And it was a
okay.
little bit kind of a larger being, or basically as an alien being. But I believe you were more human. I mean, you had alien lifetimes there too, but what you're remembering is more when you're human and just seeing the miracles being done there. You know, pyramids being activated and things like that. So yeah, there's a lot of
Oh,
miracles
okay.
happening, a lot of magic miracles. It was very foreign to what they have today. So, but
Okay.
I believe, yes, my energy gave you wisdom to continue with your life. Basically, use raw education to figure out who you are, what you want to do. It was like it was a clean slate lifetime. You can do anything. You didn't have to be
Mhm.
a slave. That was before all that. So,
Okay.
so,
Yeah, that's interesting. Are you one of my guardian angels in a way, or do you know anything?
yes, in some form, yes. I'm not
Okay.
a heavy. I'm there when you need me, when you actually need me for a certain task that I can actually achieve. There's some things like
Okay.
that's out of my territory. I don't deal with
Do I have a lot of guardian angels? That's one thing I was
that.
worrying
Five
about.
of them. Five.
Five.
There's
Okay.
also one
And they,
that's a silver Palladian that's around you. The silver Palladian is help you with your intuition. And also, you've had a lot of connections to beings in the cosmos. Meaning, you can be in space without a ship. You're at a vibration, a higher, like sixth, seventh dimension, where you can be in space. So you can turn yourself into a human form if you want to. You can pick whatever you want. You can appear on ships and do whatever you want. So
okay, okay. That's what I thought. It was something like that with the ships. I was doing
yeah,
different things.
yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. And then my second question, of course, goes with the Palladians. Recently, last night, I did a meditation, a Palladian transmission kind of thing. And did I connect with, I guess, my silver Palladian guy? Like, I felt like I did a something, but I don't know what I did at all. So I did this meditation last night.
They're not really showing what you did either. I mean, you went to higher dimensions.
Okay.
It feels like you went to the 12th dimension for healing, but also connected to your higher galactic self. Basically, giving an idea of what you're doing here. Uh, well, you can say you're setting up the next year. You're working on that. Not that you don't have it together, but it seems like you're adding things to your lifetime, next year's timeline.
Oh, okay. So I was doing maybe timeline things.
Yes.
Yeah, I heard a birth timeline, so I didn't know. Can you give me a little bit of more detail on that? Like, how do I birth timelines? I heard something about
Oh, you
that.
just create it with your mind. I think we have to keep going. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
That's-
Blessings.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we've got Crystal.
Greetings, Rob.
Yes. Greetings.
Any messages for me?
I just see you connecting to magic, at least in the higher realms. But right now, you're just clearing out blockages currently.
So what is that when I'm connected to magic? What does that mean, really?
Well, eventually, you'll connect more when you're still. Sometimes you're still discouraging yourself from your abilities. It seems. Sometimes you're allowed abilities to come in, but then sometimes you cut them off.
I feel like sometimes they can be overwhelming. That's why I cut them off.
Yeah. So, and magic is one of your abilities. Now, for us to explain, it's kind of difficult because you're not even ready to even activate it. So, but it's there. I can say it's part of manifestation.
Okay. I've been seeing a lot of it. I know I have it. I just don't want to be overwhelmed. So I'm taking it in steps.
Yes, that's fine.
Okay. Can you tell me about my connection, past and present, to Egypt?
Oh, that's kind of general. One moment.
Okay.
They're not really showing a lot. Oh, well, it's mostly on Sirius.
Okay.
There's Egyptian worlds in Sirius. I mean, you have some connections here. Yes, through Atlantis. You're mostly Atlantean being during the pyramids. I mean, there might be an Egyptian lifetime there somewhere they're not showing, just an Atlantean. Well, they show you as a cat being.
Where? On Sirius or in Egypt?
In Egypt.
Oh, cool.
So, all right.
Thank you. Yeah. Blessings.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we've got April. April, you there? All right. Well, see if she messages me back. Hopefully she does. We're nearing the end tonight. So we'll move on to Marvin.
Greetings. For my first question, is there any key to enlightenment?
Can you say a question again?
Are there any keys to enlightenment? Any messages for me? For my first question.
Just you're very connected to the dog star. But you've also been in many lifetimes a feline being. Actually, I believe one of your prominent lifetimes is a feline. Realize as a feline being, you have a lot of power. You just have higher senses. I mean, you're humanoid, but you just have a lot of powerful intuition.
Okay, since it's a full moon, is there any type of DNA upgrades or any type of acknowledgement that will happen today?
Just Palladian energies to help you with intuition, but also protecting you so you don't know too much about yourself. So you don't get too ahead of yourself when you can't handle it.
Okay. For my second question, Ra, can you help me out on this meditation that I've been paying attention to, looking to some of the, I guess, monks of Shambhala, like trying to unlock some Kundalini that's been locked down. So I'm just trying to get some keys of, is there a certain tone or meditation, or there's something I need to look into?
The sun. Not meditate. Just connected to the sun.
Okay,
You'll
so
have
what
a
I've
water
been doing,
sign connected to you. Yeah, but sun just nothing's going to be completely clear. But
when I meditate, my thoughts, like telepathic, does that transmute to the sun also?
Yes.
Okay. So you probably heard a couple of my conversations then.
Yes. Yes, but I don't know them of that right now. So.
All right. Thanks, sir. Blessings.
Okay, thank you. Blessings. Up next, we got April back.
Greetings. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties. I just wondered if you could see my grandpa Marvin around me at all right now, and if you did, any messages from him. He was one of my guardian angels for a while, and I've been feeling him a lot lately.
Yeah, he's warning from you. That's all. I guess he's worried about the world. Even if he's in spirit, there's still worry.
Mm-hmm.
So it just helping you through all that, any type of that you might feel anxiety or anything like that. That's all. So just giving you extra help. That's all.
Okay. And for my second question, I was gonna let Jay ask the question. Go ahead.
Hi, Evan. Greetings. Thank you. I know April and I were talking about the Egyptian past. I remember my aunt telling me about seeing us with the pyramids as well before she passed away, and I didn't know. I've been feeling her a lot lately as well, and didn't know how to process it yet.
Well, yeah, that image was a gift to you to remember your past. There is a feline presence. There is a feline presence on the region. But you are humans learning from the feline knowledge. Learning from the sun also. But yes, you've lived many incarnations together at that time.
Thank you.
right. Thank you. Blessings. Up next, we've got Dragon.
I don't believe he's there.
Oh, must be an illusion. I see his icon, but that's unfortunate because that's it for the list. Up last is me. So thank you again, Rob, for coming in.
Of course.
For my first question, I know loosely of my connections with Egypt at the time of its fall, as it felt like the hopes of others were put into my training and education. Unfortunately, it was a short life, and the world's new timeline left those dreams behind. Is there anything from the energies of Egypt that they would like me to know that I'm ready to remember?
Well, that was a lot of it was integrating into Rome, but a lot of it was going into the Arab world, actually. So I do see your energies in Sudan. So there are pyramids there. But I believe that we continue a lot of your studies, from what I can see. So
Interesting.
you migrated down the Nile to create another life for yourself. You didn't go to Rome because it's Rome. That's why.
Right.
You want to continue your studies and connections, and I believe you're kind of like a historian also, in some form. You're an educator. Others came to you for advice.
Interesting. Well, that was in the next life after that, or
That was in that life.
Because from my connections, it was I died as a child.
Well,
And
there's another life. There's something else there. That must be something else.
because that was well, you said I went to the Middle East after that because I was incarnated just shortly after or before Jesus came in, or Yeshua.
Yeah. Well, there is a Sudan connection after Egypt fell. So it could be a lifetime after that. It's not making itself clear when it was.
Okay.
But Egypt took a long time to fall. It was not just like it's going to fall on this day. So there's many stages that went into it.
Right. I was Cleopatra's youngest child at the time, so I was marched through Rome after that in gold chains, and I got to look the killer of my parents in the face. But then there was nothing written in me in history after that.
Yeah, but there's more to it than that. There's another. I believe this is a lifetime after that one. Then.
Right. Yeah, because I was like a friend of Yeshua after that, or like a friend of the family.
Yeah.
Where I kind of.
There's also other aspects of yourself also.
Right.
That we're tapping into. We just see it as a Sudan connection. At least in one of your aspects of yourself.
Interesting. Okay.
As a scholar, teacher, there's just a lot more to learn about Earth at that time. But it was a peaceful lifetime overall, if I can say. So when I connect to it more, it's more of like when Egypt was pretty much fallen completely. I mean, it was still there. It just didn't have the energy that it had in the past.
Yeah, it's Roman occupation.
Yeah. So it really didn't do much of a good job, but
no, that was intentional. There was no building on that after that. There was just conquering.
Destruction.
Yeah. For my second question, I find it interesting how I was randomly looking into the Aztec story of creation this week. And as they place so much emphasis on the sun, and we have the Egyptian sun god as our guest this same week. So I'd like to ask about your connection to their history and lore. They believe that there were several different suns in the past, and the current sun that they had needed the gods of that time to sacrifice themselves in order to appease it. And out of what I feel was reptilian manipulation, the Aztecs kept that tradition going with their blood sacrifices to the sun. Can you share what they were connecting into with the different suns and your connection with their creation story?
Well, when I see 7 suns, but also connected to an Anunnaki god.
Right.
Or at least an Anunnaki being that was manipulating their energy field. And it was reptilian connected. It can get into dreams very easily. And it just wanted death. It just wanted to just wipe them out. So for them to not wipe them out through using weather, they had to sacrifice to him. So the cross and
Interesting.
grow and all that, yeah, it played God. I believe it was one being, and other beings just they just let it do what it needed to do, and it did possess a lot of people there. At least those in control of the Aztec.
Is their god Quetzalcoatl Anunnaki? Is
There's
that
Anunnaki
Anunnaki connection?
connections there. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a connection. Yeah. It's not full Anunnaki, but there's a connection there.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a rogue being. Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
It got a lot of high off of that, and it paid for it dearly afterwards.
Right. Yeah, there's just a lot of stuff there, and I feel personally connected with. But yeah, thank you for that confirmation.
Well, it seems like you went against a lot of it.
Yeah, and it feels like particularly against Quetzalcoatl.
Well, because if you have a kid, that child might be sacrificed.
Right.
That was a scary thing. So either the child was too dark or it was too light.
All right. All right. Well, very interesting. Thank you for that, and thank you for your assistance this evening. Blessings.
All right. Blessings to you all.